Hello everyone, we're coming to you from Knysna, South Africa. It's turning autumn now, the seasons are changing, it's getting a lot cooler these days. And we've had a crazy few months just finishing off our big youth camp that we do every year. We've just welcomed a new family to Knysna, so there's a lot of really exciting things going on. The kids are loving school, getting ready for sports and concerts and all sorts of things like that. So it's been a really crazy time the last few months.
But the real reason that we're talking to you today is we have some news for you. A few months ago, our family found out a huge surprise, a bit of shock to us all, and we found out that we're expecting another little Mello to join us late September.
Yay! For real life.
For real life.
For real life.
You gotta be joking.
Nope, no joking. We found out that it's a little girl. Her name is Lily Faith, and we are so excited to have her join us in September. What about you, Chloe? Would you like a brother or a sister?
A sister.
A sister? Do you think you can handle a sister, Chloe? Do you think you can handle a sister, Daddy?
No! No!
I don't think so.
But as per usual, the Mello kids like to keep Mommy and Daddy on their toes, and this one has started out to be no different. She herself is growing happy, strong, and healthy, and the doctors say she looks great. But we found out that the cervix is trying to open, and obviously this is way too early as I'm about almost 18 weeks now. Which puts us in a similar circumstance to the last pregnancy. In the last pregnancy, around 18 weeks, my water broke and some membranes were busted and ruptured, and we lost all the fluid. For 9 weeks, I was on bed rest, and Micah was born around 27 weeks, but we lost him the next day. So with this pregnancy, we were a little bit nervous from the beginning, and now the doctors have told us with the cervix that this has turned into a high-risk pregnancy. So we're a little bit cautious and needing wisdom on what to do next.
So really we need your help. Over the last several newsletters for the last few months, we have outlined our funding situation. So most of our funding is, over half of our budget is through individual donors that give every month or at least periodically. And the balance is made up of a single large promised gift, which is coming to an end the middle of this year, as has been planned for the entire time we've lived in South Africa. So our original plan was to come back in June or July this year and stay through August and September to raise the balance of our budget. After we found out that we were expecting, we modified those plans a bit, and we're planning on just coming back for the month of July. It would make travel less hectic for Tara, spend less time on the road, and just trust God that He would provide even in that shorter amount of time. And so we had some meetings scheduled for July. We were already working with several people to help us set up those meetings. But with this new development, we have decided that it is best to remain here in South Africa for the duration of the pregnancy. For the safety of Lily and for the safety of Tara and their health, that we need to stay here. Obviously that presents a problem. It presents a budgetary problem. We'll now come back in probably December after Lily is old enough to travel, spend time December, January, and February in the States doing the support raising that we had planned to do in the middle of the year. So we have a gap in our budget. From July to December, we will be short about $3,000 per month. Now, we know that God has called us here to South Africa. He has called us to work in this town among these people. And so we also know that He has ordained and allowed for this pregnancy and its complications. So we know that the Lord will provide, but we also know that He uses His people. We're asking you to help us with this shortfall over the second half of this year. You can do this through a couple ways. One is to simply partner with us on a long-term basis monthly. This would be a huge blessing to us. The amount is less important than the commitment and the partnership from you. We have people from anywhere from $10 or $15 a month all the way to a couple $100 a month. The point is to partner with us over the long term. That will help us now, it'll help us over that gap, and it'll help us in the future with not needing to raise as much when we come back. But also we need some one-time gifts to help us over this 6-month period. So if you would consider doing either of those two things as a partnership with us to help us through until we can come back to the States, it would be a huge blessing to our family. So we ask that you would pray for us. Pray for the health of Lily, pray for the health of Tara, pray for the doctors, that they'll know how best to proceed and how best to monitor the rest of the pregnancy. Pray for pray for me, pray for Levi and Chloe, that they can cope through this time of unknown. So we know that God has his plan, but we also know that he calls us to pray, to all of us to pray. And so we ask that you do that for our family.
We are so thankful for each one of you who already support us through prayer, financial gifts every month. We're so grateful for the work that you are doing here in Knysna to keep us here and to keep us a part of the Lord's ministry here in Knysna. We couldn't do this without you, and so we really thank you for all that you do. We love you all. We're thankful for you, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Tootsie.
Tootsie.